What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Credit, and I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. That being said, let's get into it. So boxing fans are saying Sebastian Fundora is being cherry-picked by Errol Spence Jr. They're accusing Errol Spence Jr. of cherry-picking Fundora. Honestly, I was going to say that myself too, and then I realized it's the other way around. Sebastian Fundora is the one cherry-picking Errol because we all knew the winner of Sebastian Fundora versus Tim Tszyu was supposed to fight Terrence Crawford. Right? The winner of the winner of Sebastian Fundora versus Tim Tszyu was supposed to fight Terrence Crawford because they would have had the WBO belt, right? So why would you fight the loser of Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence instead of the winner, which was Terrence Crawford, who exercised his right as the WBO champion to fight Fundora next, right? So Fundora should have He should have immediately went into negotiations with Terrence Crawford. But instead, he ducked that fight to fight Errol Spence because he thinks that's an easier fight. No, it has nothing to do with the promotional company. That's what a lot of people are getting it wrong. They think it's the promotional company. Oh, it's PBC trying to block Terrence Crawford. No. Sebastian Fundora team knows Terrence Crawford will give Sebastian Fundora another devastating knockout loss like he suffered to Brian Mendoza. Which his team knows he's not on the level of Errol Spence. I'm talking about Brian Mendoza. It's not on the level of Errol Spence, the guy who KO'd Sebastian Fundora. He's not nowhere near Errol Spence level. We know that for a fact. He just got beat up by Tim Tszyu, Brian Mendoza. He's not on Errol level, and he damn sure ain't on Terrence Crawford level, right? We know that for a fact. So his team is not stupid. They know what's going on. They know the best possible fight or the best chance they could give their fighter, and they feel like they can maximize their money because according to them, they don't think Terrence Crawford's a draw, right? So they think they can maximize their money by fighting Errol Spence, and plus Errol Spence don't have confidence right now because he's coming off a loss. The ultimate cherry pick. If you sit down and think about it, we can fight this guy who's coming off a devastating loss, has a big name, and we think we can make even more money fighting him instead of fighting a number one pound-for-pound fighter who's coming off the biggest win of his career, who's hot. He could potentially knock us out, and we be done. Or we could potentially beat the guy coming off a loss in Errol Spence. And then we could go maximize our money and fight Crawford later down the line if the fight is still there. I mean, of course, the fight's still going to be there if you beat Errol Spence. But it's going to be cherry-picking going wrong because Errol Spence is not a guy you cherry-pick. Errol Spence is actually a solid fighter, and styles make fights. Sebastian Fundora and Errol Spence styles, it's going to match up pretty well. The only difference, Errol Spence has a little bit more tools in his arsenal. Fundora, he's a basic fighter, straight up and down, no special effects, just throws a lot of punches. Errol throws a lot of punches too, but Errol, he throws calculated punches, and he has more tools in his toolbox, right? We know Errol has more tools in his toolbox, and if Sebastian fights Errol fight, which Errol likes to fight in the center of the ring, Errol's going to win the gunfight. Errol is going to bring a bazooka to the fight, while Sebastian Fundora is going to bring an AK-47. Now, a bazooka, we all know a bazooka beats an AK-47. So, Errol will win the gun battle. I don't think Fundora will want to fight Errol Spence in the center of the ring. That makes no sense. Terrence Crawford, he don't need to fight none of these guys in the center of the ring. He can give these guys different looks, angles, and just pick them apart. He do whatever he wants to do with them until he knocks them out. But these guys, their game plan is to fight in the center of the ring like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. The only difference with this is Errol is more calculated with his punches, and he has more tools. He has more grit. He has more dog, you know. And I see him punishing Sebastian Fundora. Look how Sebastian Fundora torso is so small. Honestly, I see Sebastian getting stopped to the body, bro. I don't know if he can take Errol Spence's body shots. Look at his body. Look how small his torso is. Look at his body, bro. I don't know if he can take Errol Spence's body shots. Sebastian gonna get seriously hurt in this fight. And a lot of people are saying Errol Spence is gonna lose this fight, which is ridiculous. I mean, you can hate Errol Spence and not like the guy, but you can't deny the fact that he's an excellent body puncher. And he's gonna punish Sebastian Fundora for trying to cherry pick him. I understand he's the one who got in the ring with him, but Sebastian still ain't had to take the fight. Sebastian could have fought Terrence Crawford. Could have been like, Errol, you gotta wait your turn. My next fight is Terrence Crawford, not Errol Spence Jr. My next fight is Terrence Crawford. He's the guy I'm supposed to be fighting, not Errol Spence Jr. You know? But Sebastian, he's licking his chops. His promoter is licking his chop. They're like, yo, we got the opportunity of a lifetime. We got a guy coming off a loss with a big name and a big fan base. We're going to fight him in his hometown. We're licking our chops. We're going to make a lot of money. And there's a possibility we can beat him because his confidence may not be the same. And that's where they're wrong. Just because one guy beat another guy based off his skills does not mean another guy who don't have that type of skills, anything close to what Terrence Crawford has, can duplicate the same result. This is what boxing fans don't understand. Errol Spence never lost because Crawford outbanged him. He lost because Crawford was just a better fighter all around, and he was able to take away Errol Spence's best weapons. He was able to neutralize him, punish him to the body. He was able to use Errol Spence's best weapons against him. Errol Spence had a great jab. Crawford took away his jab with an even better jab. Mike Tyson called Terrence Crawford jab a battery ram. Crawford established an even better jab than Errol. He beat Errol Spence in the jabbing department. He took away Errol Spence's body shots because he wasn't there for the body shots. He didn't stand there and just trade with him. He gave Errol Spence different looks. He used lateral movement, different angles. He hit Errol Spence with punches Errol Spence never seen. This is why he dropped Errol Spence so many times in this fight, because Errol got hit with punches he never saw. So just because Crawford did what he did to Errol does not mean Sebastian Fundora can do the same. So I really don't understand boxing fans and the way they think. It makes absolutely no sense. Now, if Errol was going against another skillful fighter that can duplicate what Terrence Crawford did, and not many can duplicate it because we haven't seen anybody been successful trying to do it so far. They say Errol Spence is not the same since the car accident. Well, why hasn't he been beat since the car accident? Why did it take Terrence Crawford to be the guy to beat him? If Errol would have fought anybody else, you think he would have lost? Absolutely not. So this is where boxing fans need to draw the line when it comes to the delusion in the sport of boxing, because these fans are delusional. Draw the line where you just say anything just because you felt like it or you're angry, you lost a lot of money. Don't do that. Don't do that. Tell the truth, please. Just because one guy beat another guy because he was more skillful than that guy does not mean another guy's going to duplicate the same result. It's going to be cherry picking going wrong in favor of Sebastian Fundora losing to Errol Spence. Errol Spence is being cherry picked, and he's not a guy to get cherry picked, which is ridiculous. Why do Sebastian Fundora think he can beat Errol? You know, why? And some boxing fans actually believe the same shit too. Anyway, it's your boy No Credit, and I'm out.